Welcome to this video on attacking organization, basically player positioning. So I'm not actually talking about when you first win the ball, that would be attacking transition. I'm talking after you win the ball. Sometimes it takes 15 to 20 passes to move your team from the defensive third to the attacking third. So we're taking a look at this in the middle and the attacking third. Once you won the ball and you keep it, how do you space your players out? So here we see the typical setup where the players are very wide, the center backs are wide, the wing backs are wide. There's advantages to that because you're using the whole field. You're using the maximum space of the field, which makes it a little bit tougher on the defense because now they have to cover a lot of ground in order to get to the ball. This is typically what you think of in attacking organization. Coaches will say, spread out, use the entire field, and that's a typical thing. But what I'd like to draw your attention to is maybe another look at this. And there's some disadvantages to setting up wide. So let's look at some of the disadvantages of maybe having your players positioned really wide. So one of the disadvantages is if you do give away the ball because you're making longer passes, and it's harder to complete longer passes than shorter passes. So if you do give away the ball, you're susceptible to the counterattack right away. I mean, look how wide those center backs are. If you give away that ball, there's not a lot of people to recover there. So the other disadvantage is when you do give away the ball, the ability of your team to press and win it back is not even close to as good as if the players were closer together. So these are some things we need to think about in our attacking organization and positioning. Now take a look at this positioning compared to the one that we just saw. Do you see a difference in this? Well, now look at how close all the players are together now. So all the passes are shorter. You're talking about 5 and 10-yard passes. So the accuracy and the possession is going to be higher. Now, if you lose the ball, your ability to press and win it back is also much greater. And there's another thing going on here too, which I'm not sure you've noticed, but look on the far side of the field. The winger is wide open. So if we draw that red team in and we connect 3, 4, 5, 6 passes, that opens up the far side to hit them there because they won't be able to shift over fast enough. And you don't have to hit a 40, 50-yard ball. You could connect some little passes in there and then hit a ball to feet, whatever you want to do. In this slide, you could see what happens if the player on the ball gives away the ball. There are 3 additional players with the black arrows who are within 10 yards to press the ball immediately to win it back. This wouldn't happen if the positioning was much more open and wider than this. Now, there's a lot of different ways to play the game. I'm not saying that this positioning that I just shared with you is the only way, and I'm not saying it's the right way. But what hopefully it will do is give you some ideas to think about. And I'll put some more videos up on different types of positioning and attacking organization and different tactics and strategies that you can look at. This was just one, and hopefully that these ideas can make you think a little bit and constantly rethink of how you teach the game, your tactics, and through that process you become a better coach just by going over everything time and time again to refine the reasons why you do what you do.